Chapter 1. What is the ketogenic diet? Ketogenic is one of the buzzwords in nutrition and advanced medicine today. The ketogenic diet, an extremely low-carb eating plan, has been used to cause fast weight loss, stop tumor growth, treat drug-resistant epilepsy, and improve the symptoms of neurodegenerative diseases like multiple sclerosis and Alzheimer's. The standard version entails getting 85 to 90% of your calories from fat, 7 to 10% from protein, and 3 to 5% from carbohydrates. In order to follow it, one must eliminate grains, legumes, potatoes, starchy roots and vegetables, sugar, fruit, and alcohol. The diet focuses on fish, meat, dairy fat, oils, nuts, and leafy greens. Some segments of the population may benefit from the standard ketogenic diet to manage certain metabolic disorders, such as drug-resistant epilepsy. But for the majority of the population, a more moderate approach is better. The modified diet includes 60 to 70% fat, 20 to 30% protein, and 10 to 15% carbohydrates. It is much easier to follow and still effective for weight loss. It follows the same basic guidelines as the standard ketogenic diet, but there is more flexibility. For example, you can include more protein from meat, fish, and poultry, tofu, and soy milk, a slightly broader variety of vegetables, and even the occasional piece of bread. Why is this diet, which seems to go against all the advice we've been hearing, so effective in achieving weight loss and treating serious diseases? It has to do with the biochemistry of digestion. Normally, breakdown products from carbohydrates enter a series of reactions that produce ATP, the main energy molecule used in our bodies. A small amount of fat can be broken down in this same cycle. However, when a lot of fat and very little carbohydrate are consumed, the cycle cannot function in the same way. Early breakdown products from fat start to pile up and eventually trigger another process. In that process, known as ketogenesis, the liver oxidizes fatty acids to form ketone bodies, molecules that can be used by almost all cells in the body to produce ATP. The ketogenic diet is so named because it triggers ketogenesis and eventually the physiological state of ketosis that occurs when blood ketone levels increase. The state of ketosis is a normal part of human physiology. In the past, diets varied greatly by region and culture. In some polar climates, diets were almost devoid of carbohydrates until grains became more widely grown and consumed. And in many places, people experienced periods of hunger or very low carbohydrate intake. Their bodies were adapted to switch into ketosis when necessary, letting them draw on stored body fat as needed. In recent centuries, just a blink of an eye in the 200,000-year history of human evolution, there has been a rapid introduction of processed carbs and sugars, along with the idea that we need to eat 3 meals and several snacks per day. This pattern does not allow our bodies to ever move into ketosis and results in a dependence on carbohydrates. However, recent research shows that over-consuming carbs increases the risk for heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and even neurodegenerative diseases. We are making ourselves sick by eating too much grain and sugar. So what does the ketogenic diet mean in the context of weight loss and disease? The ketogenic diet is helpful because it trains your body to use a different source of energy, fat. The science suggests that rather than eating a lot of fat, it is the not eating carbs combined with mild calorie restriction that is so beneficial. When your body is able to easily burn fat as fuel, the fat you eat is used, not stored. Your body will also draw much more easily on pre-existing body fat, making weight loss easier. In addition, the ketogenic diet appears to increase appetite control and regulation. Most people find that within a few weeks, they naturally eat about 10 to 15% fewer calories than they need, leading to weight loss and an eventual stable lower weight. Scientists do not fully understand why ketosis has such positive effects on neurological conditions like epilepsy, Parkinson's, and dementia. But it may relate to the fact that some of the byproducts of ketosis are also building blocks for neurotransmitters. It could be that they help restore chemical balance in the brain. It could also be that they reduce inflammation in a way that reduces symptoms, since some ketone bodies have strong anti-inflammatory effects. Ultimately, the ketogenic diet affects over 20 pathways that can have positive outcomes for diseases.